Good morning, friends. So this video is Chapter 6 Workbook Help. All right, so yesterday there was a sad part. Oh, Papa passed away. So sad. And now the Sager family is left to forge their way to Oregon on their own. So let's look at the questions and we'll answer those. And I have a few things to show you as well. All right, so question number 1 says on Chapter 6, okay, fill in the blank. Mrs. Sager made her daughters wear what, blank, every day to protect them from getting tan while playing. So you need to remember that back in those days, they didn't have sunscreen. They didn't have sunglasses like we would have or any type of protection for themselves. So what they did is the boys wore hats and the girls wore, do you know the word? Bonnets. Now, I brought some things to show you about bonnets. My girls have some dolls, and my mom made these. She painted the face on, and she sewed the dress, and she made this little doll a bonnet. So a bonnet has a wide brim here, and that's going to help when the sun shines down. It's going to hit the bonnet. And do you see how it protects the eyes? So it's used as kind of like sunglasses. And also it's going to protect them from getting sunburned or tanned. Okay, and it just would have a little gather in the back. Usually the girls would have long hair and their hair would be in a braid down the back. This is an example of a bonnet. Okay, I have another doll that my mom made. Here's another one. This one doesn't have, it's just kind of like an angel one. Doesn't really have a face, but you can see the bonnet. Okay, it's got a wide brim here and the back. Isn't that a pretty doll? It's got lace around the bottom. These sit in my girls' rooms. So, bonnets. All right. So the first question says, Mrs. Sager made her girls wear bonnets every day to protect them from getting tan while playing. Bonnets, B-O-N-N-E-T-S. All right. Number 2, every summer Mrs. Sager would get sick with what, but she didn't catch it the summer they moved. Every summer when they lived back in Missouri and Ohio, she would get malaria. Malaria. And that is spelled M-A-L-A-R-I-A. Malaria. All right, number 3. The Sagers stayed overnight at Fort what and left the next day to continue their journey. So I want to go back to our map that I showed you at the beginning of the story. Let me see if I can get focused. So here's Independence, Missouri. Okay, there is Fort Kearney, and here is Fort Laramie right here. So they're not even halfway done with their journey. They still have all of this to go over the mountains and to get up here. So Fort Laramie is right here. Okay, remember they crossed the South Fork of the Platte River. Is that focusing? Let's see if it'll focus. Sorry guys, if this is going out of focus. Here's the forks in the river. They crossed the South Fork, which is right here. And now they're going to continue up. Okay, so the answer is Fort Laramie. The Sagers stayed overnight in Fort Laramie. L-A-R-A-M-I-E. All right. Catherine broke her what when she fell under the wagon? Remember, she jumped down on the tongue of the wagon, and then she was going to jump over the oxen on the back, but Papa's axe was sticking out a little bit, and her dress got caught on it, and she fell, and she broke her leg. The wagon ran over her leg. Okay. And then this is the saddest part. It makes me want to cry every time. Mrs. Sager and her children buried Mr. Sager next to the Green River. It was a beautiful location, and they made him a beautiful casket out of a tree. They tried to, but they buried him by the Green River. All right, my friends, that is chapter 6, and I will be posting my reading of chapter 7 very shortly.